Hello YouTube, Learside17 here, but you can just call me Travis, and welcome back for another video. It's been a long time since you've actually seen my face. I think the last on-camera video that I did was like in July or something, maybe it was August. It was around the middle of the year when I did like my what I really liked so far for the first half of 2021. Anyway, hey, how's it going? Anyway, so I've been seeing this video series going around, and I kind of assumed what it was, but finally, last night I saw Cloudy Milder, his video for this popped up. So I thought, what the hell, let's take a look at the video, see what it's all about, and it kind of was what I suspected, which was show what releases you have from artists throughout the world. And I've always kind of prided myself on trying to find artists from other countries, and so I thought, you know what, this might be a fun one to dig into the collection and see how it goes. So yeah, not further ado, here's my thing. By the way, this was a series originally started by a guy, Mercyful Metal. So yeah, I'll link to his original video down below, so if you want to participate, you can do so yourself. And yeah, I'm not actually entering the contest, so Mercyful Metal, if you happen to see this video, I'm not actually, don't enter me in the contest or anything. I just wanted to do it for fun. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. In the background, if you can hear it, because I'm using a new phone for the first time, so not sure how this goes, but if you can hear it, we're listening to the new album by Crystal Viper called The Cult. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, first up, we have Maverick from Argentina. This is a synthwave artist. Very Top Gun looking cover. And then we have, this is Extortion with Loose Screws, Power Violence group out of Australia. And then we have, this is Summoning with, what's the name of the song again? With Doom We Come. Is that what the name of it? With Doom We Come? They're out of Austria, kind of a black metal mix of kind of like dungeon synthy. I'm not sure if that's how they refer to it or not, but keyboardy, medieval sounding stuff to go along with their black metal stuff. I'm sure people know Summoning at least somewhat. Next up, from Barbados, we have Rihanna. She actually was living in Barbados when she was working on her first album, so I consider her an artist from Barbados. You can debate that one if you want to. Next up, we have, this is Satanic Blood Spraying, and they're from Bolivia. Kind of a blackened death metal kind of a thing going on there with those guys. Then we have Bosnia and Herzegovina. We have black metal, Obscuritatum. And then from Brazil, I decided to not pick Sepultura. Go instead with some Fire Strike, some awesome new wave of traditional heavy metal. Have this album and another EP that are great. Then we go Canada. This was my #1 album from 2019, Riot City, Burn the Night. Awesome new wave of traditional heavy metal. Looking forward to their new album that I think will probably be coming out this year. Oh, I have the setup order. This is an artist from Chile. This artist made my list from best albums of 2020. This is Griftigan with Graven Till Manen Beringer, something like that. Anyway, like I said, these guys are from Chile. I haven't really planned on where I'm putting this, so let's just put it on the bottom of the stack. Alright, next up, from China, this is Holy Arrow. They play black metal as well, kind of a Viking black metal style. Next up, we have, man, I have these way out of order. Next up, from Colombia, we have Muro. This was also another release on my top albums from last year in 2020. Great punk record from Colombia. All right, and then Cuba. This is a record my wife went to Cuba a couple years ago, and she brought me back some music. This is it's like some folky kind of guitar-y stuff. This is Israel Moreno's his name, Trovador. I'm not sure if Trovador is the title, of Trinidad de Cuba is the title, but anyway, there you go, from Cuba. And then from Cyprus, we have the band Mirror. Excellent release here. What's the name of it? Pyramid of Terror. Awesome stuff. Then next up, we have Maniac Butcher from the Czech Republic. Awesome, underrated, bare bones black metal. Great stuff. Next up, I could just look. This is from Denmark. This is a Mercyful Fate. I'm sure people know them. And then we have England with Iron Maiden, Power Slave. And then next up we have Mr. Garfield, synthwave out of Estonia. Another release on Retrowave Touch Records with the album art that certainly depicts movies. In this case, we have Back to the Future. And then next up, we have Finland. Decided to go with the Rest in Peace Alexei Laiho choice, but not Children of Bodom. His awesome power metal artist, Synergy. Underrated artist here. 3 excellent, killer power metal albums. And this one in particular, To Hell and Back's my favorite. Next up, France, got a synthwave artist, Perturbator. And then from Germany, we have new wave of traditional heavy metal artist Stallion. This release made my best of 2020 releases. And then from Greece, we have Stygian Oath, Stormspell Records release. I think this was on my 2018, was it 2018 release? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a 2018 album. Good stuff. Heavy metal, traditional heavy metal stuff. Good stuff. Next we have Krampusnacht. This is a dungeon synth artist out of Greenland. Kind of takes like traditional Christmas music and kind of like does weird stuff with it. Next we have Laserpunk. This is a electro synth artist out of Hungary. This is album Death and Glory. Actually got a new release from him in the mail today. Excuse me. Next up we have Bjork out of Iceland. This is her release Vespertine, which is probably my favorite by her. Next up we have Villains Dream Hour. This is a synthwave artist out of India. This is Mullah. They are an artist out of Iraq. Play black metal. Alright, then we have, from Ireland, Thin Lizzy, classic rock, just one of the best bands ever. And then we have, out of Israel, this is Orphan Land. They play kind of like a proggy death metal. Kind of, I would say kind of, sort of, Opeth in a way. That would be a similar band, maybe. Israel, if I didn't say where they're from. Then we have Forgotten Tomb. They're out of Italy. This is some DSBM kind of black metal kind of stuff. Really good. Love them. And then we have Jamaica. We have John Holt, Police and Helicopter. This is some reggae out of Jamaica, like I said. And then we have Psy out of Japan. This is their album Imaginary Sonescape, my doorway into the band, and probably still my favorite by them. Then next we have, this band kind of has a different name. I don't know if you can read it there. But anyway, they're also called Altars Shadows, or something like that, I think. And they're out of Lithuania. They play kind of a folky black metal, heavy dosage on the folk side of the things. Really cool, kind of very interesting release. Next up we have Brujeria, excuse me, out of Mexico. Though actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this one actually could be debated, as I think most of the members are Americans posing as Mexicans. So I'll pop on at the very end and show another Mexican release now that I'm thinking about it, because that one's kind of debatable. Alright, next up we have Crazy Loop This is a Moldovan artist. This is a single for the song Ma Ma Ma, which a few years ago I was just like obsessed with it. Anyway, Moldova. And then we have Bile out of the Netherlands. This is their album all about Friday the 13th, as you can see there with our guy Jason Voorhees on the front. And then we have probably one of my favorite albums of all time. This is electropop artist Lady Hawk's self-titled album. She's an artist from New Zealand. Alright, let me put this back over here. Let me do some maintenance real quick here. Alright. Where was I? Okay. Next up, we have Immortal out of Norway. Black metal, obviously. Here we go. We got Cobra out of Peru. They play kind of a heavy metal kind of a thing going on. Then we have Omen Filth out of the Philippines. They play kind of a black and death kind of a thing, mostly black, I would say. Then we have Poland. I would have picked this Crystal Viper, but I don't have my copy yet. It hasn't arrived yet. So instead, we're going to go with Cultus des Ghouls. Play black metal, or he plays black metal. All right, and then out of Portugal, we have Midnight Priest. This is their excellent Aggressive Haunting album from Aggressive Hauntings album from 2019. I'm almost certain. Great new wave of traditional heavy metal. And then from Russian Federation, we have Pagan Rain. This is a folk metal band. These are quarters, so you obviously know it's amazing. This is a band out of Saudi Arabia. This is Al-Namrood. They play kind of like a black and death metal kind of a thing going on. By the way, I always like to kind of just throw it out there for all the Middle Eastern artists. There's always kind of like a skepticism whether those artists really are from those countries or not. So, you know, if you want to invalidate those ones, you can do that too. But for the sake of this video, I'm just assuming that they're not lying. All right, next up, where was I? It's the record, that's why. All right, this is out of Scotland. This is Michael Oakley, synth pop artist, really cool stuff. And then we got, long time ago when I couldn't figure out why these weren't in order, it's because I skipped Belgium. This is Perverted Ceremony, black metal from Belgium. So, yeah, there's that. All right, go back to where I was. Scotland, and now Serbia. From Serbia, we have Isidore. This is some synth wave. Good stuff. And then we have Singapore. This is CL. They play a hardcore punk. Again, this is out of Singapore. This album made my top 30 for 2020 list. Really good stuff. Next up, we have Slovakia. This is Krolok. Black metal stuff going on here. Then we have South Korea. As you can see right, that little white thing right there, that's actually my BTS box. I could have pulled that down for South Korea, but instead we're going to go with To Anyone. Again, also from South Korea. Spain, we have Iron Curtain. Their awesome debut, Road to Hell. This album rules. New wave of traditional heavy metal. A little speed metal mixed in with their sound, though, for sure. All right, next up we have Midnight Danger out of Sweden. This is his debut album, Malignant Force, which I absolutely love. But I also wanted to show his release from last year, which was my #1 from last year, although I'm still waiting for my physical versions to arrive, my record, tape, and CD versions. However, I do have the mini disc version that I got, the only mini disc that I own, and I can't even play this, but just thought I'd share because it looks cool or something. Anyway, there you go, there's that. So yeah, Sweden for Midnight Danger. Then we have Switzerland, Paysage des Verts. Awesome black metal. Their album from last year made my top 20 list. And then we have out of Taiwan, we have a band, I think it's pronounced Thonic. They play kind of like a melodic death metal, melodic black metal kind of a thing going on. Pretty cool stuff, actually. Out of Taiwan, if I didn't say that. Then out of Turkey, we have Cenotaph. This is some brutal death metal. And then from the Ukraine, we have Drutk. Awesome black metal, one of my favorites. And then from the United States, just happened to go with this band Saber because it was a CD that was right in front of my eyes. This is their new one from 2021, Without Warning. New wave of Christian heavy metal. Really good stuff if you're into that kind of thing. And then from Venezuela, we have Messiah of the Abyss with this awesome release from last year. Just barely missed out on being on my top 30 list. Really wanted it to make it, but just didn't make it the cards. Anyway, awesome stuff, black metal out of Venezuela. And then last, but certainly not least, Cloudy Milder. You're not the only person who has Tortoise Corpse material. So yeah, we have Tortoise Corpse from Wales. Alright, I'm going to see if I'm going to put up a little counter as I did all these, so we'll see if that happens or not. But if not, if my counting is correct, I think I have 58 different countries represented here. So yeah, go me. So anyway, yeah, that was really fun. I wasn't sure, you know, what my number was going to be, so I was pleasantly surprised to do as well as I did. So yeah, I don't know, there's nothing else really to do for this video. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you're familiar with any of the releases that I showed here today, or the artists or whatever, please let me know what you think of them. Otherwise, have a good day.